stuff to do. All right. So first of all, these are all past papers. So this was made 2020. So it's a calculate the values of A and B such that A minus 4, 1B bracket 2 minus 4, 1 negative 3 equal 2, 0, 0, 2. So first of all, guys, once you see it like this, it means that we are to multiply. All right, so not all the times they're gonna give you and say A times B and put it like that. Sometimes they're just gonna give you like this. So once, just like we have A, B together, you know, say it's A times B, it's the same procedure basically. All right. Let me change this to blue now, guys. Come on to black. No black. All right, so let's go. So only way we can multiply matrices is by doing row by column. So just do that. I always say that to students, just do it and see where it takes you. The only thing they can change on you is number, but the principle can't change. So that is why I'm not worried about C-sec. No matter what them bring, you guys will be able to do it. As long as you prepare. Preparation is the key, guys. Alright, so I'm going to do this now. So we know, say, once we multiply, it's going to be row by column. Everybody said them do it already. So it's the same principle. So the first one, that should be in rows. So you put both of them in rows. If you wish, you can label them row 1, row 2. So these are the first row, this is our second row. All right, and then times, put this in column. So this will be column 1 and column 2. I will send you guys the video to you. Probably by tomorrow, the latest. Guys, if you don't see me send a video tomorrow, just WhatsApp me. Sometimes it might slip me. All right, Renee, take the register for me as usual, so I can look out for it and just send them. All right. So we have A times 2, which is 2A, and then we have minus 4 times 1, which is minus 4. So that's the first row times the first column. Moving on now to the first row and the second column. All right, so it's going to be A times 4, which is negative 4A, and then negative 4 times negative. A negative times a negative is what, guys?
Positive.
Positive, right? So we have to remember those little things. And then 3 times 4, 12. So far, so good, don't it? So we done row 1. Row 1 control the top. So we on to row 2 now, which is 1B times 2 and 1. So let's do that. 1 times 2, 2. B times 1, B. So we just put plus B. So far, so good. All right. So on to row 2, column 2. So it's going to be 1 times negative 4. That's negative 4. And negative times a positive, that gives us negative. So that gives us negative 3B. But what we have to remember, we're supposed to equate it to this, which is 2, 0, and 0, 2. Guys, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
I was kicked off, guys. You're not seeing my screen, though?
No. No.
Yeah, me figure. I switched to my data. I don't know what one. Oh, Lord. Technology. I'm going to use my data for a while. The internet probably before. So, as I was looking at it and said, all right, let me see if I can solve the A based off of this. But yeah, I can solve for A based off of this. All right, so what we do, we can take any one of them equations here. I'm just going to take this one. So remember, the first one matches with the first one and the, which is this. So I can solve for A from here. Sure. So we have 2A minus 4 equal to, and then now we add 4, we take the inverse of negative 4, which is positive 4. Anything we do to one side, we do to both sides. All right. So we have 2a equals 6. So that means we divide both sides by 2. No man, no, I don't get to do it right now. I'm on my marathon. Yeah. Yeah, all right. So guys, we subtract negative 2 from this side, right? So b is equal to negative 2. And that would be our answer for both of them. I don't see the marks. This book don't show the marks, but we'll get either 3 or 4 marks for that. All right. Yeah, man. The next thing I can do. You can't send it to me because you really what make me zone out. All right. Yeah, me gonna look and then tell you here. All right. Well, on there, guys, we're gonna 1 second. Where is it going? So guys, you want to go and try the inverse in the meantime? Oh, where's that paper? Me not even can find. You couldn't just send a screenshot to me. Because I not even know it anymore. I'm in the middle of a class. Just send a screenshot to me, yeah? Yeah, man, that's what's on here. All right, guys. So the inverse just means we're going to change the order in which it's set up, right? It's in the form like this. A, B, C, D. So what we're going to find the determinant, which is 1 over AD. I'm going to do it down the back here. Minus BC, and then we will have the adjoint. So we're going to swap the position of D and A, and then we change the sign. So whatever sign, we're going to change it. Take the inverse of it. So we're going to just rewrite it. We're going to just rewrite it. So we take up the whole of the space. It's coming, guys. It's coming. All right. So first, we're going to multiply 2 times negative 3, which is negative 6, minus, and then we have minus 4 times 1. A very common error, guys, that what students make, because this is a minus 4, they just put 1 minus there. But remember, we have minus as part of the formula also. So it would be minus 6 minus, and then 4 times 1 minus 4. So this would work out to positive, negative 2. Both of these negatives will become positive. So the determinant, and sometimes they will ask you for the determinant and give you 1 mark. This is negative 2. So if they ask you for the determinant, you show them this. And then now you put 1 over the determinant, which is the same negative 2 that we got. And we change the position of A and D. See it? So A come down and D go up. So let's go. So it's going to be 2 and 3. So it's 3 go up at top. And 2 go down there. So. And we have negative 4 and 1. So we are going to change the negative 4 here to positive 4. So we are going to take the inverse of whatever is there. So that I'll give it 4. And then this give you negative 1. You will get a further 2 or 3 marks for this part. And sometimes they will say solve for a particular simultaneous equation. You get another 2. So sometimes you can get up to 7 marks just by solving the simultaneous equation and finding the inverse and stuff. All right, everybody follow?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I want to switch back to the Wi-Fi, guys. All right, so this will be the inverse of the 2 by 2 matrix. Guys, don't be afraid to try now. We're only human, all right? See the next one here. It says use the inverse of 2 minus 4. Oh, you can the same here. Use the inverse of 2, 1, negative 4. No, it's a different one. No, it's the same one. Yeah. Use the inverse of 2, negative 4, 1, negative 3 to solve for x and y in the simultaneous equation. So go ahead, guys, and do that, all right? I'm going to try to switch back to the Wi-Fi. Has the battery low for me? Something there or something? Let's see. Let's move it down. And guys, if you haven't done this, you can review it on my channel, all right? The internet connection is unstable. Kind of finish them at the and I'll finish them at the message to me. Well, this not the meantime. That's not what the video does allow. So based on what you guys gave me, you're saying y is -1 and x is 4. Let us see. All right, so it says use the inverse 2, 4, 1, 3 to solve for x and y. So they basically started out for you. So normally they would give us like 2x minus 4y equals 12. But see, them nice area. Them started out for us. So we could just continue. So we find the inverse of this already, right? And that is how they set up the exam, guys. They set it up nicely for you. All right, so the inverse was 1 over -2. We had 3 here, 2, +4, and -1. All right, so that was the inverse. And then now, this way equated to 12 and 7, right? So we're going to multiply these by 12 and 7. We don't have to complicate it, you know, guys. The top one represents the x, and the other one represents y. So all we have to do is just multiply row by column. It's only one column, so we can't get confused, right? So just match it up like that. So -3 times 12, that will give us -36. And 4 times 7, 28. So easy it is, guys. And then now we use -1 and 2 multiply by the same 12 and 7. So -1 times 12, that's -12. And 2 times 7, 14. Don't forget to -1 over -2 is our determinant. And then whatever we get for the top, that's our x value, and whatever we get for the base, that's our y value. So we can work out what's inside now. So this will be -36 plus 28. What's the result for that? -36 plus 28. Anyone?
-8.
-8, right? So you guys sleep on here. And then -12 plus that will give us +2. And from here, all we have to do is to divide both of them by -2. So it would be, let's work up here. So that's -8 divided by -2. And that will give us our x value. 4 marks for this sometimes, you know, guys. So, and then these two, I don't know what's happening to my internet at all. But we restart. All right. Sorry, guys, I'm not sure what's happening, why that happened. But yeah, you guys are correct. It would have been y equal -1 and x equal 4. All right, the next thing that they asked us to do, they gave us L to be equal to 3214 and M equal -1 302, and they asked us to find L plus 2M. So these shouldn't be a great problem in the examination, all right? So we know it's L, right back L, that's 3, 2, 1, 4. Guys, we don't know what I'm going from the internet. It's so weird. And -1, 3, 0. It says 0 for the door. Alright, 2. And they ask us to find L plus 2M. So all we have to do, multiply each one of these by 2. And then we add it to this. And we get our full marks. As long as we don't make any computation error, we should be fine. So 2 times 1, that would be -2. 2 times 3, 6. Because you have multiply each by 2. 2, 0, 0, and 2 goes 4. So now we add the corresponding one. So we are going to add this and this, and then this and this, and so on. This and this, right? So 3 plus -1, that's +1. 2 plus 6, 8. 1 plus 0, 0, and 8. Let me just check what you guys are getting. Just to see if it's correct. Yes.
Is it 1 plus 0, 1?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh man, you get him? Yeah, it's supposed to be 1. Put it on. That's a prime minister, that's it. Alright, so this would be 1. So it's supposed to be 18, 80, right? Yeah. Good job, guys. Good job. All right. So the next thing that we're gonna do now is to multiply L times M. Let me try to switch back to the Wi-Fi, guys, because switch on battery low. The data work better, but the phone battery. All right, so we're asked to multiply L times M, right? If you look closely, no, I was gonna say it's the inverse of the other, but it's not. So I'm come at it up. I need something better than this. It's just time consuming. So we cut up this in our rows. That's the only way we can multiply. C-sec have a style to give you a square. As students sometimes fall to that. You just write back the matrix 2 times and cut it up in rows and columns. The first one in a row, just like the second one in a column. Alright, so 3 times -1, -3. 2 times 0, 0. I love it when you put 0 in there, make it easier. And then now we multiply row 1 by column. So it's 3 times 3, which is 9, and 2 times 2, 4. 1 times -1, -1, and 4 times 0, 0. 1 times 3, 3, and then 4 twos, 8. And to simplify now, we just do -3 plus 0, which gives us -3. Come on. And then -1. And then 3 and 8 at 11. And there you have it. Sorry to the marks on the point. To have an idea, but normally a 2 or 3 mark systems. So if you guys can get all of the marks for that, awesome, awesome, awesome.
Wait, sir, can you scroll that down, please, so I can screenshot it?
Okay. But it's the same answer that you were saying, right? Or you say you got an 89.
Sir, I don't know what I got in there. I just don't know what I got because
No man, just cut it up in rows and columns. That's all you have to do on your board. It doesn't matter if they even put an X in there, guys. Just cut it up in rows and columns. Renee, you got that? Let me see what you want that. Sherry, I can hardly see a thing, you know. Sherry, you're not home. Don't look like a book at all. Let's see what you want that. Yeah, Kieran, you got it. You'd have gotten full marks. Good job, good job. All right, guys. Finish now, lad?
yes, sir.
Guys, I'm sending the video and go watch it, you know? That's why I do the video. So you guys can recap it also. Guys, I rather move slow because I don't want to be just doing it. I rather you guys work it, try, and we learn from mistakes or whatever. So it's just a fair assessment. This one is 2011. The matrix Q is such that Q is equal to 4, 4, 2, 1, 2. Find Q inverse. So go ahead and do that one. And it says, using the matrix method, find the values of X and Y. The 4, 2. The way you notice, guys, the 2012, January 2012, and the May 2012, they are so similar. It's the same thing they asked him. You realize that, guys? So go ahead and work out that one. And then you can proceed, alright? Alright. So guys, just remember, when you find the inverse, we change the position of the first diagonal or the leading diagonal. So the first one, like for example, 4 and 2, we swap those, 4 and 1. And we change the sign of the second one, or take the inverse, all right? Just point to note. Once you have that locked, you're good. So we have what? 4, 2, 1 and 1, right? And we also find the inverse of 2. Once you see -1, guys, is the inverse, all right? So we know that it's in the form ABC. So I'm going to change the form to 1 over the determinant. And then we swap the position of A and D. So D go this up, A go this up. Change the sign. If it's negative, we change it to positive. If it's positive, we change it to negative. Now, because this is negative B, negative C, it doesn't mean that it must be negative. That's a kind of misconception students kind of develop. So we just kind of clear up that, all right? So we get the determinant, it's AD, so it's going to multiply 4 times 1, which is 4, minus 2 times 1, which is 2. So boom, we get our determinant, which is 2, and we'll just put 1 over the determinant. The determinant work out to 2, and we'll put 1 over the determinant. So now we change the position of A and D. So A of 4, there 1. So we put 1 this up, 4 this up. This is positive 2, change it to negative 2. This is positive 1, change it to negative 1. And there we have it. That's the inverse. Normally we're 3 marks. Because guess what, guys? They can ask for the determinant, which is 1 mark. They can ask for the adjoint, and then there's the ends or otherwise. And then normally, sometimes you word 4 marks. All right. Using the same numbers, because that's how they normally set it up. You find the inverse part 1, and then you continue to solve. So it says solve. Using the matrix, find the values of x and y. So I already have the inverse. So all we have to do is just say, all right, first write back the inverse, which is 1 over 2. 1, negative 2, negative 1, 4. And we're going to times it by this. All right. So that's our 8 and 3. Shortcut version this now, guys. You know what I'm going to do long. So and that must equal to x1. So the top one that will be x. So we know say we're going to multiply row by column. So 1 times 8, that's 8. Negative 2 times 3, negative 6. And negative 1 times 8, negative 8. And then 4 times 3, 12. So all we have to do now is just go inside the bracket. So 8 minus 6, that are 2, negative 8 plus 4, plus 12, that are 4. All right, and then we divide. All right, so now watch that, guys. I want you to always do that. So we divide both of them by 2, which is the determinant. So this will be the x value, and then to get the y value, we'll have a 4 over 2. So x equal 1, and y equal. So that will be the solution. And you can check it if you wish. You can rewrite the equations as this. 4x plus 2y equal 8. This is what the original one looked like, right? And then 1 times x is x plus y equal 3. This was the original equation before they rewrite it like this, right? So then just take the coefficient 4, 2, 1, 1, and you have the x, y also. So we get x to be what? 2 or 1? Oh, x or 1. Let me just look at that. We just can show you how to check it. Yeah, x was 1, y 2. It's right, it's right. So 4 times 1 are 4, plus 2, 2 is 4, that's 8. 2 plus 1, 3. Alright. But this one now, they said determine the inverse of the matrix 3, 5, 2, 4. Now, I think this year was pretty easy, 2011, this part here. Because it's all positive numbers. So we just multiply 3, 4 is 12. So that will be 12 minus 5 times 2, which is 10. So the determinant will be 2. And every year, they make the determinant be 2. And then we swap the position of this. So it will be 4, 3, and negative 5. Because I'm going to change the sign. If it's a positive, we change it to negative. A negative, change it to positive. And that will give us our answer for the inverse. Let's see if we can match up this one, guys. If you notice, guys, this is a repetition, right? This was made 2010, and this says A is equal to 1, 2, 2, 5, B equal 5, negative 2, negative 2, 1. Find AB, and then they say determine B minus 1 or the inverse of B. And then they went on and said, given that 5, negative 2, that equals 2, 3, write XY as a product of two matrices. And then they say, hence, calculate the value of X and Y. So match up that one, guys, and then we can proceed, all right? Let's pause this for a pause. All right.
Sir, is it 3, negative 2, 6, negative 5?
It's supposed to be 1, 0, 0, 1, because if you look closely, you can see that it's basically inverse. You see? Swap 1 and 5 and then change that. That means it's like the inverse. The identity rather. The identity. So it's supposed to be 1, 0, 0, 1. So we can proceed and see how it so it's supposed to be the same numbers, not diagonal. So all we do now, we just put up this in a row, right? First one. But you have to literally sit down and practice them. See, the more you practice, the easier it becomes. So we use this row one first. This control the top. Alright. So 1 times 5, that's 5. 2 times negative 4, negative 2 give a negative 4, right? A positive times a negative. You see? So at this times this, and then this times this. And then this times this. So 1 times negative 2, that's negative 2. And 2 times 1, 2. See that?
No, sir. Sir.
Let me go again. It's 1 times 5. That's 5. So let me show you. This times this. And then this times this. See that now? It's one row times a column. The first time we were doing class, I gave you that definition. What's a row? Row run from left to right. Column, column up and down. Let me show you an easier way where you could do it. This. That's like the most middle. That's it. I literally this year. So you're going to say 1 times 5, 5. Oh, this was negative 2, sorry. And then 2 times negative 2 minus 4. So this works out to 1. And then 1 times a negative 2 here. So this times this, which gives you a negative 2. And then this times this, which works out to 0. So on the top, you have this 1, 0, because one row control the top, row 1, and you multiply it by them two column here. The first time when we're doing it, I gave you guys the definition. What's a row, what's a column? We even look at ordering the columns. The name in the matrix, like 3 by 3, 2 by 2, 3 by 2. These are questions that CSEC can ask, what order the matrix is in. This is a 2 by 2 because it has 2 rows and 2 columns. Guys, you don't have to go over the, you see the thing you will do first, so that is most important thing. And I realize that's the thing that you guys tend to ignore. The notes part of it is most important part. When we just start it, and we are define this, define that, and so that's the most important part, guys. Every complex maths it have a simple solution. Just some simple rules that them follow. You understand? So this gear top. So what you could have done now, you are going to use 2, 5, but that's a row. Row run from left to right. So see it? See it? That's a one row. And I'm going to multiply it by them 2 here again, which is the column 5, negative 2. This is the easiest way I think I can show you. But for you to get it, you have to practice it. And then this negative 2 times 1. So I see, so don't hesitate to feel, this is how they make the money of maths and English. So you have multiply this times this, and then this times this. So 2 times that give a negative 4, and 5 times 1, 5. Auntie, tomorrow I collect it here because I'm in class. Tomorrow I collect it, tomorrow morning. Hope she hear me, because I can't. Alright, so this work out to 1. And for this one, 2 times 5 would give a 10. And 5 times negative 2 would give a 10. So this would work out to 0. So here you would have 0. And here you would have. So, Auntie, tomorrow I collect it. I'm in class. Here I can't leave. Alright, it doesn't matter, man. Me drop it in and me collect it up. But me can't leave now. Yeah, alright. You see that, guys? So, as me say, I use this 2, 5, 10. 5, 2 is 10. If we don't know what's a row and what's a column, guys, it's gonna be challenging. 2 times that, negative 4. And 5 times 1, 5. And then we work out this. We get 1 here, so 0. 10 minus 10, 0. And this here 1. This is what we call the identity. Another way they can do it, they can do this. Sometimes they do it like this to confuse you guys, alright? It's the same thing. Is this the asking you to do? They're asking you to find the inverse and multiply it by the original. We have done all of those things in class now, guys. I'm not taking a call anymore because I'm not going to be able to finish it, right? Alright, try this one, guys. This is page 10. So we'll go back up. So we have 3 more pages. I'll probably just go up to the vectors. I don't like crush certain topics.
Sorry, but how did you get the negative 4?
Which negative 4? This, alright, look. This is the first one times this. Remember in analogy, row times column. I don't think you're looking at it like that, you know. Row, in your book, please arrange it. First one in rows and the second one in columns. All right, so can I go back down? And I think we have to meet for next night. If it's not for 2 hours, but we have to go link up. Because I don't want to be rushing too much. All right, try this one, guys. L and N are two matrices where L equal 3214 and N equal -1302. Evaluate L minus N square. And then they say the matrix M is given as M equal x12 3 that calculate the value of x for which M is singular. So go ahead and try those.
So the one before with the B inverse, would it be 1/1, 1, 2, 2, 5?
Jay, this didn't ask for inverse. If you're talking about the previous one, I just done the solution. Sorry guys. Which one are you talking? But this one? Oh guys, I didn't do the inverse. I didn't do that one here. Oh, I didn't do this part. I just realizing that it's only the A we did, you know, the AB I did. So we're supposed to look at solving the simultaneous equation. So basically, guys, all right, I'm gonna run through it quickly. Sorry, I didn't realize, you know, because I was on that so long. Actually, because this is like a twisted question. All right. So you find the inverse, 5 ones are 5. Put your minus -2 times -2, right? So this in bracket will give positive, so you get your 1. So that'll be 1/1, and you swap. You already know say it's going to work out to this, right? So you either get 1, 5, you change both negative to positive. And then you multiply by the 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2 are 2. And 2, 3, 6. Alright, so yeah, I use 2, 5 now. 2 2s are 4. And 5 3 is 15. Yeah man, you guys are right. It's 8, 8, 19. So 6 plus 2, 8, and that 19. You're right, man. You're right, guys. So 8, and you know, say top one are X, and this is Y. Good job. It's correct. All right. What about? Oh, you don't know. I say calculate the values of X and Y, and we did that, right? Good job. Guys, I forgot about next session we'll do the vectors. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get some more, as I only have 2 pages. Like how it never work out for tonight, I'm gonna make it just with vectors alone. So I'm gonna load it up with some more questions. Alright, try this one, guys. I could do at least the 2 last pages. It says L and N are 2 matrices where L equal 3, 2, 1, 4 and N equal negative 1, 3, 0. Evaluate L minus N square, and then the matrix M is given as M equal that calculate the value for which is singular. So next I'm gonna arrange, guys, are really tired, you know. But I'm gonna arrange and we'll do the vectors. But I really want to do one and circle theorem and trigonometry too. So these are compulsory, we sure them coming. So we have to be prepared for them. So let's match up those guys and then we do one more page. So we'll go over the time. I just saw it go. Once students see N square, they automatically just square these numbers. Every year I've seen that. Alright. I also have several videos saying not to do that. So this is L. So N, literally I write it twice. Guys, just point of note, there's only one way we can multiply matrix, and that is row by column. Alright? Or this is the scalar or something out here. So like for example, if you have 5n and multiplying each by 5, if you look on some of those today. So basically we cover a lot in matrices today. Alright, so we're gonna multiply row by column first. As in, remember the bonus rule, say power first. So let's chop it up. Negative 1 times 1, 1. 3 times 0, 0. Negative 1 times 3, that's it. That's negative 3. And 3 times 2, 6. We don't need to top 2 now. So we're on to that one here. 0 times that, 0. 0 times 2, 0. Oh, go on. Yes, 0, yes. And then now, we use it again. 0 times 3, that is 0. And 2 times 2, 4. And remember, we are going to take away this comment. So we drop our minus. Work out that part here, right? 1 plus 0, 1. Last time I put 0. Me an idiot. And then we do the maths right. Right, that's how we are doing maths. Just remember, at this point, we just doing the corresponding. So we have 3 minus 1. See there? Because this comes first on the left, this comes first on the left. Don't complicate maths, guys. It's very simple. 2 minus 3. So you now complicate it here. And then 1 minus 0. Don't complicate. Don't overthink it. Just know the rules. 4 minus 4. Right? And then the final answer, we just drop it right there. Have to do a better job with the spacing. 3 minus 1, that's 2. 2 minus 3, negative 1. I'm going to get one of those iPod where I can just have the question and write on the screen. It's coming, guys. It's coming. It's coming. And then you have this. So this will be your answer. Look, fun. Someone had asked me if that was the answer. I think they had 4 there. So. Oh, she got the 1 and the 0. But the top one She had -2. All right. I should finish at 9, but I'm not. So I'm going to some other stuff. All right. So this one now, guys. He said the matrix M is giving us that calculate the value of X for which M is a singular. What's a singular matrix, guys?
0, it's
Yeah.
equal to
When the determinant equals 0. So they already give us a way. And we know how to find the determinant. So we multiply X times X, right? X times X minus 12 times 3. And we know say that must equal to 0. Alright? So boom, we get X squared negative 12 times 3, that's negative 36, and this equals 0. What's the next step?
So the inverse of the 36 by
Difference
adding
of
it
2
on both
square, right?
sides.
Yeah. So we get X here, so and we get X this. This give you minus 6 and 1 and plus 6. Agree? And that equals 0. Well, guess what? At 2 values, we get in, guys. I don't know why the question said value. It did not. It's a calculate the value of X for which N, but it's actually 2 values. I think so. When X minus 6 equals 0, X equals to positive 6. And also, when X plus 6, draw one line separate them. X equal minus 6. So it's 2 values that can make it be a singular matrix. So think about it, guys. If we have positive 6 and positive 6, 6, 36, right? So it will be 36 minus 36. That gives us 0. Also, if it was negative 6 and negative 6, negative 6 times negative 6, that's not going to give us positive 36 also. And then minus 36. So it's actually 2 values. So you see me that talk when I say it's more than 1 value. It's not just,
Yes.
just this, yeah. It's also,
I can look for classic format.
yeah. But I think CSEC kind of set up students because they could put the word values in it. To calculate the values. Make you know, say, yeah, 2 values, but they just put 1 value. Well, they didn't say 1, but they say calculate the value. So naturally, persons will probably just, okay, positive 6, and that's it. But it's actually 2 values. Negative 6 fit the criteria and positive 6. Guys, we know we're going over the time, but guess what? I could try to see if we can do some more fun. Because the next one, I just want to do vectors. Instead of us doing matrices again. Alright, let me see. Can pick and choose, Alright, do the 2 top one. Yeah, do this and this. Because this and this is the same thing. So just do them 2 here, guys, and then we'll call it a night. And we have to go arrange. We need the correct though, guys. And then we can do the vectors. And I'm arranging for us to do some circuit theorem, trigonometry. And someone suggested transformation, so we have to go start getting out those.
Sir, is repeat.
Normally, guys, we try to do everything early, so you guys have the resources to work with.
I did that already.
Okay. Which this one?
Yes, sir, we did it already, and
Oh,
we did
that means it.
it.
Thank God. There's a duplicate. Yeah, see here, the 22. Thank God. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's true. See there? LA, man.
So that is where I go wrong.
Yeah. I don't know how that.
Signs very different.
I don't know how it come on board. But this is what we have up the top. I think we had looked at something like this in class, and I remember Serena had texted about collinear. That is on it also. On this second. So we'll definitely, what I'll do, I will try add some more because these are so, my eyes, these are so wonderful, you know. Don't know why they came out like that, but I will fix it and next one we'll do it. Alright guys. And I'm also gonna be doing one on circle theorem and so